Hello, everybody. I'm a practicing therapist and I work with a lot of individuals with attachment wounds. I work with both individuals and couples. And I notice a pattern between my avoidant patients. So dismissive avoidant or fearful avoidant that's leaning more avoidant. I notice that there is a way for them to actually yearn for their partner and really want to connect with them. So as we know, a lot of avoidance, the yearning aspect of the relationship, the desire is very much in the backseat of the individual, right? More so in their subconscious. It's not very aware for both their partner or themselves. How can we pull it out of their subconscious so that it can be in the forefront and actually show their partner that they actually do want them, right? Because what happens with a lot of avoidance, and this is unhealthy, is they don't recognize how much they're really desiring their partner until their partner is gone. And then they spiral, they're alone, they don't know how to heal, they don't know how to cope with a lot of these feelings. So this is very healthy that we learn to help avoidance, both if you're the avoidant, if this is important, and you can, show this to your partner so that you can tell them, this is what I need. And then you as the partner, you can do this as well to help the avoidant get some of these feelings out. So it's in the front so that it doesn't hit them all at once and it overwhelms them and they don't cut you off or whatever it is, because we want to make the less obvious feelings more obvious because they are there. They are there and we need to pull them out. And I want to express that not all avoidants are the same. Every individual is different. Every couple is different, so it's up to you guys. This is not meant to use to manipulate a partner. This is used to help them. It's to heal. And we can use these methods a lot, and I see it works really well. But it's really important to recognize that every individual is different. However, doing this will help you guys get more closer together. So a lot of individuals, if you're the partner of the avoidant, you really want to connect with your partner. And it can be very lonely. A relationship with avoidant is very lonely. But if you can implement some of these things, hopefully the loneliness will decrease and you guys can get more closer. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So the first one is by you becoming more independent while still maintaining connection, the avoidant actually respects you more and feels more safe opening up to you. So why is that? Avoidants, they were taught to be independent subconsciously and consciously at an early age. So their perspective of independence is almost prideful. This is something that they wear. They're very confident how independent they are. And it's very important that how they perceive themselves is also how they perceive other people. So by you becoming more independent while still maintaining connection, being consistent with them, not only do you gain their respect, you also are helping them to learn from one another. As partners, you learn from one another subconsciously and consciously. Have you guys ever seen couples where as the years go on, they start acting more like one another? That's normal. It doesn't mean they're codependent. It's actually interdependent, which means that you're independent and dependent, which is healthy. The same thing with if you're with an avoidant. You become more independent, but you're also maintaining that consistent connection. The avoidant, because you're becoming independent and they're seeing that you're taking some of their aspects, they subconsciously will kind of take some of those things that you're doing as well, almost like they're mimicking you, not on purpose, but by you being more consistent, they start realizing, okay, I respect this person. This person is very consistent with me, so I'm going to be consistent with them as well. I'm going to text them as well. I'm going to let them know what I want to do. I want to let them know where we're going to go. I'm going to initiate dates. They're going to start learning these things because they're already learning to respect you. So the first one is being independent while maintaining connection. The next one, and I think this is much more harder for anxious partner and it's easier for fearful, avoidant, and secure. Pretty hard for anxious partners, but it's very important. Be willing to take the back seat of some issues and let the avoidant be in the driver's seat. So you take the passenger seat, let the avoidant take the driver's seat. What do I mean by that? A lot of anxious partners or individuals in general who are insecurely attached, they want to be the one in control. When are we going to be in a relationship? When are we going to get married? When are we going to do this? The avoidant partner, if you're doing that, the avoidant partner is forced to make a decision right away. And sometimes their decision is, okay, I don't know the answer to this. I'm just going to leave. If you let them take the driver's seat, they choose more often than not when you guys are going to be intimate. They choose more often than not the big stuff. The little stuff you can make decisions as well, but the big stuff, let them do it, the commitment, because that's where their wound is. It's healthy that they take the driver's seat also because it's helping and healing them, and you will also be healed as well because you're being more patient. Let them take initiative. That doesn't mean you can't prompt them. It doesn't mean you can't tell them this is what I want, but you got to let them also make that decision, because once they do it, you want them to be the one that wants it, right? Once they make that decision, you're going to be more confident knowing this is what they want. So let them make some of the big decisions as well. You're not the only one that's calling the shots. You both have to. That doesn't mean that you can't ask, can we do this on Valentine's Day, or can we do this? And if they say no, that's fine, but you can still ask, but just let them make their decision as well. Don't push them constantly. So that's the second one. Be willing to sometimes take the back seat, okay? The third one is show them that you can compromise. And I had mentioned this in the first one. You guys will learn from one another. So as you compromise through the relationship, as you show that you can compromise, they will also start mimicking that as well. And compromise can be anything. Let's say that, I don't know, you've had a busy day at work and you don't want to hang out today, you want to hang out the next day, but the avoidant partner wants to hang out this day, or vice versa. You can compromise those things, just little things. Show them that you're willing to compromise, and they will also start to mimic that. So compromising anywhere at all in the relationship. And very similarly, so the fourth one is show them that you can apologize. You know, I think I was a little too much that day. I'm sorry. Or I shouldn't have brought that up. I know you're working on it. I promise that I'll try not to do that anymore. Apologize. And when you're apologizing, the avoidant partner can feel like, okay, this relationship is mine as well. I'm getting an apology. He or she is apologizing to me. I'm going to start picking that up as well. And it's subconscious. They don't really realize it, but they are going to pick it up, and they're going to start apologizing to you. And then that creates connection. That's going to help them yearn for you, because they realize, instead of being fully independent, they start to realize they're interdependent. They're dependent and independent of you. And so that'll help them to yearn for you, because that's what it is. You yearn for their partner partly because you have a dependency, which is normal. It's healthy. By you letting them realize they're not fully independent, they get things from you as well. You compromise, so they're getting some things because you're compromising. You're apologizing, so you're apologizing to them. You're showing them that you care about them. They're gaining some things out of this relationship. That helps them to realize they can yearn for you, and it'll start coming out. The fifth one is show that you can stand up for yourself when you're disrespected. A lot of avoidants don't realize that they're being disrespectful, genuinely. I know a lot of people don't realize that, but that's true. An avoidant may say, all men are crazy. You can say, and if you're a man, you can say, that's not true. Like, you've known me for years. Do you honestly think I'm crazy? I think that you know better. And she'll say, you know, you're right. I shouldn't have said that. Or an avoidant will say, all women are overdramatic. And you can say, I've been with you for years. You know I'm not overdramatic, or whatever it is. Correct them when they disrespect you and when you know better about something, because they don't realize their internal monologue is very negative towards other people. And so you correcting them will help them realize, wait a second, I'm wrong. I can be wrong. I'm dependent on another person's information. I'm not fully independent. I'm not fully operating because I realize I'm wrong. I need other people to help me. That's really important to teach them, okay? And the last one, which I think is really important as well, is don't give yourself more to the avoidant than the avoidant is giving to you. And I don't mean that in a way where you're playing games. That's not what I mean. Don't give too much if the avoidant is not ready. Give slowly. You still should ask, and you still should give and prompt. But if the avoidant partner is not ready to go on a trip, but you are, wait it out a little bit. It's very likely that your partner, if they're healthy and they're willing to start healing slowly, well, not if they're healthy, they're trying to be, eventually they will be ready for that trip as well. But you just want to bring it to them slowly. You want to go slow. You want to be patient. And by doing those things, you can help your avoidant partner to start yearning for you, because that's healthy. They do yearn for you, but it's in their subconscious, and it doesn't belong there. It's got to be in the subconscious and the conscious. They have to know it, because it's going to hurt them if they can't understand their own feelings. It's not healthy. This is an insecure attachment. By helping your partner, you're not manipulating them, you're benefiting them, but they have to want to do these things as well. So you got to do it as a team. You have to do it as a team, and communicating is very important. I hope that makes sense. Please subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you in the next one.